Yo, Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yehovah Yahushua. This is sounds from YYBY. All right, so now. The truth buying or using beats. I'm not on this video to act like I know everything. I'm really on here to help the producers and also help the artists from my experience dealing with a few people in the industry back in the day and things I read and study, contracts that I deal with, and things that I seen from my perspective. So you can take the information, run with it, or you can find out yourself. But when you're an artist, right, and you're really serious about your craft and you want to make money from your music, which you should, right? You should buy the rights of your music, the beats. You should buy the rights of the beats. Because if you're not serious, why you doing it? You know what I mean? You know, you're doing it for just to show people that you can rap. So you go to the studio to pay all this money just to show people that you can rap. Like, everybody want to get residuals from what they good at and they talent, right? So we get on these platforms and we buy beats, and they got different structures of the music. They say, hey, well, if you pay a certain amount of money for this beat, you have A, B, C, and D, what you can do with it. That's a limitation. Now, it's nothing wrong with paying that for that beat if you say, hey, you know what? I want to see where I'm going at with this, because I don't want to spend a lot of money on this beat and I don't go nowhere with it, or people don't gravitate to it. So I want to see right now, I want to throw something out there to see how they will respond to it. So I'm going to pay this little $30, $40 for the beat, and limitations of how much I can sell and where I can put it at, and if I could perform or not. Okay, you know, these things on BeatStars and other beat websites. Okay, so there's pros and cons to that. But again, if you're an artist, music is always new to people who haven't heard it. It don't matter if you recorded this song 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and only 1,000 people heard it. I seen records where it took them about 2 years before before the record went anywhere, before the record started playing on the radio. Because the thing is, they was going so hard and promoting it and performing that John, where they putting it on every platform out, where it got to a point where people start gravitating to it. So now when somebody decide to say, hey, well, you know what? We want to sign you. We want to give you a deal. You know, that type of situation. Who owned the beat? That's what they're going to ask you. Who owned the beat? Do you have the rights of the beat? Do you have a contract of the beat? Who is the producer of this record? What you going to tell them? Oh, well, I don't really own the beat, so I don't even really remember the producer. I just got the beat from the guy, he let me use it and blah blah blah. Yeah, we can't sign you. Yeah, never mind. Or they're gonna say, hey, well, can you let's try to find where we can get the rights of this beat and buy this beat from this guy, and so we can sign a contract agreement where he get paid a certain percentage. And we can just go a step forward. You might can't contact this producer. I don't know. This is why it's important for artists to buy the rights of your beats. Does it mean that you own fully rights of the record? No, because the producer created it. Because if it's levels to it. In many ways you can go with this, but in order for the producer to get paid too, or receive royalties and points down the road, that's what the points are. Because a lot of people get on and ask me about points. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through a couple of things, some conversations on people that post on here a while back, 2 years, a month ago, whatever it is, asking me questions about, when I did this video, say how I handle exclusive beat contracts. It's how I handle contracts. I don't give a damn about what the record company feel. Stop following trends of what the fuck people tell you what you should do with your shit that you created. You put the work and the time, and you pay the hard work and earn money for your shit to be created, and you trying to go by what somebody else tell you what you should get paid for your music? Is you crazy? Now, with certain laws that this country go by with record deals and stuff like that, but nobody can tell you what you should do and can't do with your creativity. Who the fuck is these people running around here with these rules, man? And I'm saying this with passion and emotion to the people, to every producer and every artist who trying to grind, trying to get out with their craft, and they trying to tell you what the fuck you can and can't do with your shit that you created and put your money behind. They can give you advice. Now they can tell you or present to you what you should and shouldn't do when they put their money behind you. Then you got to shut up and fall back and listen and humble yourself, because they putting their bread behind you, so they got to get their money back. But when you invest in your equipment, your time, your everything that you created and all that, why the fuck you letting people to say, hey, well, this is what we're gonna do with your craft? You got me fucked up. That's why, this is why I'm YYBY and many other names. Because I'm not allowing that. That's delusional. That don't even make sense. So I'm giving y'all these Jews. So some people might listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all and might get offended about, yo, you're not making no sense. No, I'm actually trying to help y'all, saying, hey, listen, you deserve, producer, to get paid and get what you're getting for the work you put in. I'm also saying that, hey, artists, if you're going to be an artist and you're serious about your craft, you need to pay and own the rights of the music so you can sell, so you don't have to worry about anything later on down the road biting you in your ass. And then also, if you decide to run into a deal with these hierarchy people who are about business and these record companies, if you don't own the music and there's samples in it, they're not doing no deal with you, bro, because they don't want to deal with the lawsuits. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all can talk all y'all want. So, the boy named Young Key 3051 2 years ago, he says, so how do you get the exclusive right contracts to give to the artists? So I'm going to read this again. He says, so how do you get the exclusive rights contracts to give to the artists? Well, you either on a platform like, BeatStars, and you got the contract already on there where they can download and sign it themselves when you sell the beat. Me personally, I like to talk directly to the people I'm doing business with, so I can build a relationship so they can know who they really dealing with, not no random stuff on the internet, So, and I responded, so get one written up. I write them. I told him what I did. And he said, so you don't go through an attorney. No, you don't have to go through an attorney to create your own shit. You go through an attorney when it's time for you to need to sue somebody for them not paying your residuals of your beat. You don't need to write up a contract. You don't need an attorney to go through, write an agreement with somebody else. That's you and that person's agreement. That's your proof. It's no different than you doing business or you doing something to get, something build on your house or your house or something, and y'all sign an agreement, and this is what this guy's saying that he's going to do. And then if he don't, you could take him to court without a lawyer because you already have the proof. It's levels to the point when you need a lawyer. You need a lawyer when it comes to difficult things that you can't explain. Lawyers do special things and search for information that you probably can't even get to. It's catches to that. So you don't need an attorney to write up your own agreement, what you want with your own damn beat that you selling to somebody else. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to tell y'all, So no, you don't need that, man. You don't need that. So let's keep going. This brother's official, getting his chain, I guess 1 month ago, he said, great video. But if an artist buys exclusive rights to a beat from BeatStars, does the artist still have to get in contact to agree on a contract with the producer of the beat? Or is the exclusive purchase already buying with a contract? First of all, if you're on a social platform buying a beat off a website and you haven't talked to the producer, it's not a guarantee that you own exclusive rights to that shit anyway. Unless he got a contract that you can download and you already signed, that you can sign and show the proof that you bought that beat and signed that contract of an exclusive contract. If you haven't signed an exclusive contract and you bought that beat, you can't prove shit. The only thing you can prove that you bought that beat, but you didn't agree to the contract. Oh, y'all really hearing me? You can prove that you bought the beat because of the receipt and everything. But it's different levels of buying that beat on these platforms. Just because you bought $30 is not realistically to own the exclusive of a beat anyway. I don't know why people selling their exclusive rights for $30. It should be more than that. No, end of the day, it's up to you. If you want to sell yourself short, fine. To each his own. But I can say this, that the way you sell your beats to regular artists in the city compared to selling your beat to somebody already in the industry, then that's a different price. Yeah, the price should be way different. Because if somebody in the industry, I'm selling more because y'all got bread. You talk about it in your songs all damn day, so cut the check. You ain't gonna play me. You gonna give me money for my work. You know what I'm saying? Or I just stay broke where I'm at. So he said, does the artist still have to get in contact to agree on the contract? No, if the contract has already been presented on the website that you could download and show proof that you bought the beat and signed the contract to send back to this producer. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. Lacey Arcade 2 years ago. What do you mean when you said 3 or the 4 points? 3, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points does mean 6 pennies, 4 pennies, 3 pennies. You'd be like, whoa, that's not really nothing. But if you really think about it, if these artists are selling thousands of records, you know what I'm saying, those pennies add up on sales. So this is royalty checks that you collect from these records all the time. Every time this record been playing 5-10 years from now, you get royalty checks collected from this. See, producers normally get money up front and then they get royalty checks down the road, because you gotta understand that producers normally in the background. They don't be in the forefront like the rappers, man. You know, rappers get a lot of their money from their record sales, and on top of that, they get most of their money from, you know, performance and, you know, performances on stages and different things like that, you know, and whatever else. The producer already did their work. They created the beat, boom, 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 and then they say, this is for sale. It's nothing else they have to do unless they're a DJ. It's nothing else they have to do, people. They already did the work. They already created the work. So now the question is, what do they get next? How can they gain from their work they did from 4 or 5 years from now? And can they collect residuals that can help take care of their families? That's when royalties kick in. Because if you just sell a beat to an artist or a record company and just sell that beat, which is fine based on how much you sell it for. But if you just sell that beat and you say, hey, you know, we sign a contract agreement and they buy that beat from you, after that, you get nothing else. It's a wrap. So even if that record get, you know, produced or sample for a commercial, sample for the NFL or anything else in that nature, you won't get no cut from that, man. And your record will be produced. You will know it's produced by you, but nobody else will know it's been produced by you, because now that they bought the rights of it, you relevant. It doesn't matter. Okay. So some producers, you know, that's cool with them. They say, hey, you know what? I can make many beats like this. I sell this beat to this artist, get this check real quick, 100,000, boom. No, I ain't tripping about that, you know, whatever, because I know what I'm gonna do with the rest of this shit. I just want to sell this beat to the bull or the artist and you know, the record company, so you know, so I can get my name out there, so I can get a lot of phone calls to sell beats to all these other artists or whatever it is. Cool, that's your strategy, but just be strategic about it. But what I'm saying is that longevity, what matters, the points, the royalties, what matters of getting these checks down the road. Why does somebody have to own your creativity, but you don't own nothing of it? It's like having a house that you got built and you paid all the money for, and you don't, and it's like they start making, you know, and it's like, you know, you don't make no more money from this house. You can sell the house and just get, you know, and just go on about your life. That's cool. But if you're a passionate producer who really focus on his style or her style, and you got a signature style that you want to really represent, and this is what you do, this is the only thing you do, then your music 10, 15 years now, and people knowing you as a producer, that really matters. If not, you would fade away. You would be nothing. Nobody would know you. Period. It's a reason why certain producers to this day still walk around known, because they smart about their business. If you listen, man, artist or producer, if you put the work in, blood, sweat, and tears, and nobody was there, you deserve to get paid what you request. Now, can you know, it's business. It's 90% business, 10% music. But I want to see all my producers great. I want to see all the producers' names on all these videos produced by Boom Boom Boom. Demand that. Fuck is wrong with these rappers? Y'all think y'all popping because of y'all doing it by yourself? Nobody won't come to a performance and just listen to an acapella rapper or a singer. Like, really? They'll listen to a beat or music before they listen to an acapella singer or rapper. And yeah, you got certain places where you can go perform and just sing. That's great. You got to really blow. You have to really blow for people to sit back and say, I'm going to just listen to you a cappella. But not a rapper. It's moments of that. Battle rap, yeah. But when it comes to real records and performance on a stage in front of thousands of people, they want to hear music too. So that means what I'm saying is that producers need the artist and the artists need the producer. But the producer have more options. They can do music for video games. They can do music for movies. They can do music for commercials. They don't just need artists. They can be creative in many other forms. So I want to see y'all great. Know your business, learn the business, and get it right. And show love to those who put the grind into what you created, that you didn't, that help you create your creativity. That's what I'm saying. And stop being selfish and stop being money hungry. And give everybody they know they props of what they've done to help you get there. It's just that simple. This is YYBY.